Morning, guys. Josh here, Solopreneur Grind. It is the SG Daily, number 65. It's Wednesday. We're doing two back-to-back because I had a holiday on Monday. Hope the week is going well. And today I wanted to talk about an appreciation that I'm developing for the next level, let's call it. If you think about kind of solopreneurship as different levels, almost like in Pokemon. Don't know if you played it back in the day. Great game. But what I've learned over the last year and a half, almost 2 years now, actually, of operating my own firm and trying other things like Solopreneur Grind, is there's definitely different levels to business, and there's very different struggles to each one. And the reason why I realized this was I had a coaching call this week. I've been using a business coach for about a year and a half now. Highly recommend it if you don't have one. And I'll actually be posting a link below because I just released a podcast episode, the SG podcast, where I interviewed my business coach. So that's pretty cool. But what we were talking about is how to get to the next level, because with my firm, I've been practicing almost 2 years now, and I've hit a spot where I'm doing what I think is probably close to the cap that I can hit without having any employees, meaning with me spending all my time on sales and marketing and then doing the client work, I'm nearing my capacity. There's only so much higher I can go. So if I want to grow past that amount, what's the next step? What do you do? Well, you need to find more time, right? In one of a few ways. You could somehow start working more efficiently. You could sleep less. You could leverage technology. You could hire people, right? I think those are probably the main. You could outsource, aka hire people, but those are the main ways to kind of buy more time, get more done, and scale up your business, right? Because as one person, there's just only so much you can do, only so big you can scale. So with that in mind, it brings a whole new level of challenges, right? Finding someone, having systems in place so that everyone operates together efficiently. Because what you don't want is to hire people, and instead of actually scaling, you're just spending more time managing them and not actually getting more done, right? So that's not what I'm looking for here. So after uncovering all of that, what I've really appreciated is not that I didn't appreciate it before, but the people who've grown businesses to like the multi 6-figure and then 7-figure levels, what goes into that. Because I think in the last year, I've really learned what it takes to get to that first level of success, of like around 6 figures, let's say, or very, very low 6 figures. And I know what kind of time and effort and energy and sales and marketing and accounting and operations, what that kind of looks like now. And I'm fairly comfortable within it. But to go to the next level, the multi 6-figure, really like big money levels, is a whole new ball game, right? You have to tackle whole new challenges and work just as hard, if not harder. So it's become really clear that if someone's going to start and grow a business to multi 6 figures, it's pretty tough to do. And just, you'll never have as much respect for someone as when you can fully appreciate what they've gone through to accomplish what they've accomplished, right? So as an example, you can't appreciate how good of a golfer Tiger Woods is without actually playing some golf in your life. And the more you play golf and the better you get at golf, the more you'll appreciate how good he and the other professionals are, right? It's just like anything else. So it's just like swimming. I can't appreciate how good some of these pros are because I've never swam professionally, right? I've jumped in pools in the summer, but I've never swam competitively. So I just wouldn't have that same appreciation. And then, excuse me, take a quick sip. Haven't given a shout out to the J Mug in a while. Shout out. And when I started thinking more about it, I started to think of the levels of business, right? The levels, especially from solopreneurship. So starting from, well, I have an idea, to, okay, I'm going to start the business. I'm going to start trying to sell a product or a service, to, oh, I've made a few sales. Things are starting to pick up. I'm starting to understand what's going on here. to, oh, I'm making pretty good money now. I know the system, or I'm starting to put systems in place. I'm gaining momentum. I'm getting referrals. To, oh, well, I have systems in place. Things are running pretty smoothly. I'm making a good amount of money, et cetera, et cetera. And as I've looked back over the last year and a half, I'm starting to see more clearly that there are some of these levels. I'm not going to go into detail of them now. Maybe on Friday, actually, I will go into more detail. I think it might be worth actually exploring each one, because each level presents different challenges and difficulties and strategies that you should use to get through them. So it might be worth going into a deeper dive. So I'll think about that. If you have any feedback, definitely leave a comment on YouTube, or shoot me an email or an Instagram message if you're listening on the podcast. But yeah, that's it for today. Just the appreciation for those who've grown into six figures, and especially the multi-six figures. Hope to be able to shed more light on that soon if I can reach that goal as well. I'm not there yet, so I'm not going to pretend like I'm earning multiple six figures and know how to manage all these teams and stuff like that. But hopefully one day I will, and I'll be able to talk about that too. Hope your week is going well, and I will talk to you Friday.